Welcome to the Beyond the Burst podcast, your weekly deep dive into
the gear that shapes the sounds.
We're your hosts,
Dave Lozon
and Sean Finkler from Lozon Music in Canada. Each week, we'll be looking at the most exciting guitars, pedals, amps, and studio gear that crosses our path. Plus, real talk about the music industry and the stories behind the gear. Whether you're a bedroom shredder, touring pro, or gear nerd, just like us, you're in the right place. We didn't make the world's top 100 music product retailers.
No.
We didn't hit the list.
We didn't. But we didn't submit either.
And that's kind of like what we were talking about the awards ceremony last week. This touches on that too. This is kind of a piece of news because it's the self-reporting of how big, how powerful, how prosperous you are as a retail business.
And how well you did this year versus last year, or last year versus the year before.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't believe the top five here. Let's talk about the top five.
Sure. Well, I would believe it. You believe them all.
Yeah. Would you believe Guitar Center's number one?
Yes, I guess.
$2.2 billion in estimated revenue 2024. How about that?
Hey.
That's probably real.
Good job, guys.
That's probably real. The big guys are probably telling the truth. Because the bigger you are, the more you get scared, with the tax man. You don't want to pay the tax man. You make a little mistake over 150 stores, it's a big mistake. So maybe these numbers are real. Thomann, number 2.
Yeah, I believe that.
In Germany, 1.874 billion. How about that? Sweetwater, number 3.
Yep.
1.7 billion. Canada, we have a big chain in Canada.
Big. Number
really
4.
Big.
Number
it's
4.
McDonald's big in Canada.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Sure.
I'd say that. So, 500 million.
Long McQuaid. 500 million?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't even say who it was.
500 million.
And that's a lot of stores, though.
It's a lot of flutes.
108 locations.
Wow.
2,050 people working there.
Jesus.
We did some math earlier on that. I don't know what that worked out per store, but that's a lot of employees.
Yeah, it is.
Keeping people employed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shimamura Music Co. Limited. Number 5. $338 million. So these are big numbers. Some of these numbers on here, they seem like maybe they're massaged, but we didn't make the list, to say the least.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
We didn't submit anything. We don't participate.
We were joking about submitting a fake number. It'd be kind of funny. Try to get number 1 and just prove it. No, we don't have to. No, we do.
You wouldn't believe it.
We did $3 billion last year in high-end guitars. Yeah, right. They would be looking at us at that point. We should get into some new arrivals.
New arrivals. There's, again, a lot. We're getting a lot of good stuff.
Gear Spotlight, the pick of the week.
It becomes tough when there's so many things in here to talk about.
Mm.
I'm going to start this, though.
Go ahead. I got to get my flashlight on here.
Yeah, so the 69 Strat. This is a Fender Custom Shop guitar we just got in.
Yeah.
It is...
I think I remember all the specs on it. So.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I've got a 3-second memory, apparently, so... it's a 69 Strat. This was loosely modeled after the idea of doing like something inspired by the vibe of Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
That was kind of it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we did. It's Olympic white over purple sparkle.
I love the purple sparkle.
Heavy relic, right? Super heavy.
Super
relic,
heavy. Just
and
color over color. Yeah.
Looks great. Turned out really well. Hand wound 69 pickups. It has a roasted neck, roasted quarter sawn neck, but also medium tint, so it's super dark, and it's quite a contrast to the white body, right? A 60s style oval C neck with a 7.25 to 9.5 compound radius. It's got the big headstock, dark rosewood, lightweight body, all that stuff.
It's got all the stuff.
It is really cool. It turned out really well.
Yeah, nice hand wound pickups. Sounds great.
That should be on the website by the time you hear this.
Yes, Yeah, it should be. I was going to say, is it on the website now? But it's not. Probably maybe tonight, tomorrow.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And you have a guitar too. You have a spec sheet as well.
I do.
See, what do you have?
This is a NOS 59 Strat in the popular 1959 color of green sparkle burst.
Great finish then. Everything was green sparkle burst in 59,
right.
if I'm not mistaken. You know what I like too? If we say things like that, no one will ever correct us. We could just live our lives, with that falsehood.
That's that's the new truth, is that everything was green sparkle burst, and they just painted custom colors over that.
Everyone knows that. If you don't know that,
if you dig deep enough into your guitar, you'll find green sparkle burst.
You just have to take that. You just have to take that perfect 59 that's still like mint. You got to sand it. You won't see the sparkle unless you sand it.
Get right in there. Yeah, this one's got hand wound 59 Strat pickups, which I don't think I had heard before, but this guitar sounds great.
Sounds great.
It's got the 59 Esquire neck, another compound radius. We must have been in a real compound radius mood when we ordered.
I was thinking
these
that because they came together.
Yeah.
And it's all single coil, right? No humbucker.
3 singles on all of these.
Classic.
Yeah. Which is like not something we do as much as maybe we should, because we love HSS Strats so much.
Right.
But this is an awesome guitar. NOS, no aging. Looks great.
Flash coat.
Yeah, flash coat, thin lacquer.
Really thin. So we'll start aging sooner than later is the idea.
That's it.
Does this have the sort for dark, sort for light, kind of all the extras?
Yeah, it's got the sort for light, sort for dark. It's got it.
There you go. It's got everything. So if you ask, why is this one more expensive, or how is the price reflected? Well, always take a look at the spec sheet. That's just a reminder for any custom build. Don't compare it to the run-of-the-mill thing. Take a look at the spec sheet. We've done some favors for you long-term.
Long-term, yeah.
You're going to get something that's an heirloom piece here.
You will appreciate this.
Yeah.
That's one thing we don't usually do, is try and make the guitar as basic as possible, so we end up with a price, and that you're looking at, right? That's not what we're about. We're not about like, okay, let's just try and make this thing as cheap as you can possibly get it, because that's not the guitars that we dream up.
We've tried to do that, though, haven't we? We've started from a point of like, let's just make this, something slightly interesting but economical. But the further we get into the build, we always drop that. It's like, oh, we don't want to do this. We don't want to do that. Let's go a little further. And so it's never anything here is really too basic.
No. And it's not because we're trying to build a more expensive guitar. It's because we're trying to build the right guitar, and we want to get you. Right. We want this guitar to be very special for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're all special to us.
That's right.
Like, I really do feel like there's a part of us in every one of these builds, and we're trying to make them as good as they possibly can be.
Absolutely. I was thinking about this when I had 5 spare minutes yesterday. I had about 5 minutes. And I was thinking about our personal biases when doing orders.
Yeah.
And about striking that balance of removing personal bias when we're doing our specs.
It's tough.
It is tough.
You do have to, though.
You do have to, or you end up with a wall of all the same guitars. So I think if you look at our inventory, especially with Fender Custom Shop, like that's probably a good example because of the variance and the amount of things you do. You'll see there's a really wide range of different specs available.
Right.
And the idea is, we've removed our personal biases. The necks that we like, I mean, there are certain things that are maybe non-negotiable, right? Would you agree? There's certain things where we go, well, we just don't do that. Doesn't matter. Like we're stuck in our camp and we are not going to do that specific spec. But for the most part, we're removing a lot of our personal bias and thinking about someone who isn't us who may like these specs or this guitar.
Sure. We're also going by the history of, when we're designing stuff that's not specifically the exact thing that we want, well, we won't order something that's like, oh, well, no one was really interested in that one when we did it, so we're not going to order that again.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
You want like the 51 no-caster neck on a 54 Strat, 3 singles and 3-way switch or something, like, no.
Yeah, something that doesn't excite us either. So just keep that in mind if you're looking at the site and you're grooming all the different Strats or Tellys or whatever it is, that there's going to be a lot of variance there because we really are trying to remove our preferences when doing those orders, still maintaining a certain curation and quality of what we like, but really having a wide variety of different necks and pickups and all that. So, and colors.
Yeah.
Lots of colors. Speaking of Strats, everyone wants to compete in the Strat game.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh, well, I know some.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to make I mean, even Gibson's making a Strat now.
What?
Well, you know, that thing.
What thing?
Didn't they bring something back recently? Is it Victory or something?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot.
Everyone wants to make a Strat.
Yeah.
It's a tough market, though.
It's tough. It's tough all over the place. I mean, you got to look at people that like the low end. There's like a zillion like knockoff things, but the high end's just as concentrated with stuff, right?
I mean, everyone has a Strat style guitar. I think Gibson's probably one of those companies that should just stay away from it forever.
Yeah,
like every attempt, I feel like it's like, does anybody want this?
Sure, but it's like Fender making high gain amps.
Sure.
You know,
nobody wanted that either.
Nobody. Hey, this is a whole topic, right? Companies doing something that they can't execute and no one wants from them, but they keep at it. So
right.
Why do they keep doing it?
I think they get someone in the boardroom. You know what I mean? Things are, it's a troubling time. They've had a bad quarter, you know, and Jimmy stands up and he says, I have an idea. And everyone goes, okay, let's hear it. And he says, how about, you remember that thing we did in 83? And they go, yeah. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
And all the people that were there in 83, they're gone.
Yeah.
So they can't tell you, no, that's a terrible idea. It didn't work then. Here's why it didn't work. So they repeat their same mistakes. So, you know,
I think it's like when I was an executive at Pepsi, you know, we
like to pick on Pepsi.
When I was an executive at Pepsi, you know, we had to bring out the 7-Up or whatever it is.
I like it when they cut and run, though, from a bad mistake quick. Like, sometimes you see...
Okay, let's think of one.
Well, okay. Something that came and went pretty quickly.
Yeah, real quick.
Oh, you know what Fender did a while back? And I don't know how quickly they cut and run from this, but those digital amps with the tube preamp, and they had tons of modeling built into them, like these huge arena sounds. I'm trying to remember what they're called.
I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Cyber Twins. Is it Cyber?
Yeah.
I remember years ago having one. I think it was at another store I worked at, and it was like always something wrong with it, right?
Did it have like moving, like were they motorized knobs when you did it? Like
yeah, they were. That was the first thing to go. That was the first thing to go.
No kidding. Who would have thought that would go?
So I do like when they cut and run quick. And I think that may have been a year. I don't know how long those went on for. Probably too long. But when you don't cut and run quick on a bad idea, you know.
A lot of times they don't. They just keep doubling down on it, right?
It's going to work. We just got to wait. The market takes a while.
It takes a while to adjust. Listen, people want this from us. I know we're not known for it, but we can do it. If, you know, I can see that. I'm thinking of the Fender, like the Blues Breaker amps. Is that what they call it? Bass Breaker?
Bass Breaker. That didn't last too long. But it went too long, actually. No, there's an example.
Yeah.
That may have went 2 years too long.
Right.
Because they were problematic. They were a price point amp, and they were like...
That's like, look, we got...
JTM 45.
We got gain.
Yeah, it was like a JTM 45 kind of thing, wasn't it?
Well, they were just gain amps.
Okay.
You know.
Anyway. Cut and run quick.
Get
if
out.
It's not working.
Get out. And also, like, you know... We want to say stay in your lane, like
to some degree, right? Yeah,
you know, it's always best. There's not a lot of people that can just jump into new lanes and like be there right away.
Yeah. Well, you know, we talked about this. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, but we were talking about PRS doing the Herman Lee guitar. There's an example, though, one of the rarer examples of someone going in, a manufacturer going into a different lane and executing it well.
Yes.
They kept it limited, which I think was good.
Yeah.
They kept it small. And so I think that's like one of the rare examples. A manufacturer executing something that may be a little bit outside their wheelhouse, but maybe it's close enough that they can make it work. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you bring it right to the Indonesian level. You pump out.
They did. They didn't even go S2.
No.
We'll see, though. I bet NAMM will see an S2 model of that.
Yeah.
You know,
just a core would be pretty cool.
So they just released... PRS just released a Fiore HH2 humbuckers. So this is an interesting guitar.
Oh, right. We're back to how many?
We kind of went on a tangent there. Yeah. You said Pepsi, and we just went a totally different direction. No, PRS put out a Fiore, so they're dabbling in the Strat market.
One Strat over the line, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Is it one?
So it's two humbuckers.
Right.
How do you feel about a two humbucker Strat? Because I've always thought it's kind of cool, but we never do
I
it.
can dig it. Is PRS the company that makes that guitar for you?
Well, they're gonna do it, whether you like it or not. They're doing it. They're building it. They're coming.
There's certain things about that guitar that rub me the wrong way.
The radius, because it's a 10. No,
Well,
that's a
that's not-
PRS DNA. There's no problem with that.
No, it's really the bridge, and it's only goes down,
Right.
and it just feels tight. Like I don't know. I am a Strat guy, so I'm gonna be picky.
So if you have a choice for Strat, you're saying you're not going to the Fiore.
I'm not going.
You're not going to the Silver
There's
Sky.
no way.
But they're decent guitars.
They are
and I think
guitars.
maybe they have a place.
Sure.
But that's not going to be your go-to.
No,
No.
because I want something that feels better to me and it plays better and is better. And that's it's the other brands for me.
Right. Yeah,
For
that's
me.
fair.
For
That's
me.
fair.
You know, I take my first choice is the James Tyler.
Right.
Fender Custom Shop, Novo. I mean, the Novo Idris, like that guitar, you want a Strat? Like,
It's a great Strat.
it's a great. And, Tom Anderson with a Baby Floyd.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I don't
those
know.
are really great guitars. We've seen a lot of limited edition guitars this year.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking about what it means to be a limited edition guitar and how to successfully launch a limited edition guitar. Because we've seen a lot of things that have been quote unquote limited. They're not limited guitars and the demand isn't there. So
yeah.
I think what we've seen is manufacturers saying something's limited and maybe they're doing it for the whole year or 2 years.
Right.
Or they're producing too many
Yeah.
or it's just no demand.
Look, there's only 300 of these in Canada.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And it's like, okay, is it really that limited of a guitar?
No, there's 3,000 in the U.S., 300 in Canada.
Right.
Like, listen,
That's
guys.
usually what it is,
Yeah,
right?
listen, this is not, what's limited, really? Like when Fender Custom Shop, which, they really do a lot of things right.
They do.
really do.
Yeah.
And when they come out with like one of those special master built limited like artist guitars, there's 70. There's enough for our showcase dealers worldwide. 70.
Right.
7. That's limited. The Gibson as well, like the Back to the Future guitar.
Right.
Limited.
I was going to say Gibson
really
too.
limited. Like let's.
And so there's a way to do that. I think when they know that basically the demand is extremely high and the supply is low. And I honestly feel like that's part of the DNA of doing something limited. You don't put out enough so everyone can have it, or there's nothing limited about it.
Yeah.
You got to get people, frothing at the mouth to get that thing.
Sure.
And that's good for us. It's good for them too. It's good for the manufacturer because they're selling everything they're producing.
Yeah, you'd think so. I mean, I guess at some point there's like this economies of scale. Like they want to be able, we can, if we switch our production into this. But whatever. You know what's really limited? Low numbers. And then do a run of this.
Right,
Then
like
do
our Novo run,
something
yeah.
else. Our Novo run.
Well, we made
That's-
our own limited guitars. That's
Yeah.
what I was kind of referring to.
Sure.
And sometimes that's what we have to do. That's
Well-
what we do most times.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our inventory is one of one.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's as limited as it gets.
As limited as it gets. You're never going to see another one again.
Yeah. And sometimes these guitars come in and it's like, are we ever going to get them to do this again? Did we slip one through?
Yeah.
We get that now and again where it feels like we were just able to kind of slip it through. So I was thinking about the Martin guitars too, those 1955, the CFM 55 reissues.
Yeah.
Those were really limited.
Yeah, very limited.
I don't remember what they made, 70 of each, I think.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't get more of those.
Yeah, because they weren't a cheap guitar, but they weren't like tens of thousands of dollars.
No,
so
it's kind of a sweet spot. Like, was it $8,000 or something?
Less, I think it was 7, but
Oh, okay.
six something. But so that was kind of interesting. That was, I think, an example of a successful limited release where you're really not quite meeting the demand that's there. You're keeping the supply small and keeping the instrument interesting.
Yeah.
On the subject of Martin too, on the subject of that specific guitar, printing on acoustic guitars. This is a trend that we've seen a lot more of recently.
It's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Martin does it well. I mean, this is better than like getting your sports team logo printed on your GS Mini or something like that.
I was waiting for you to say the words GS Mini. But, I guess in someone's sports memorabilia room, their guitar player, it fits up on the wall just fine.
Yeah.
Not a huge investment, but I think you're right to say Martin does it right. So Martin has established a way of printing with toner. So when you see those kind of aged guitars, I guess like the Street Legends or the 55 reissue, they're actually taking a toner and printing on the top with the same toner they would use to, naturally, like an aging toner that they would naturally use. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is cool. Very cool. Like those guitars were awesome, and we still have one. We have the Dreadnought, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. That's really cool. I mean, you're getting it submersed wood. This is like an old reclaimed wood, so the guitar sounds great. It's smooth. It's clear.
It does. Sounds really good. They've been doing some great stuff.
They have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what other companies come up with. I mean, I think we're going to see more of that. Taylor's really getting some mileage on that. Taylor's printing on everything. Taylor's, they had the Sunset strip things. They had, they've got this whole run of kind of printed top guitars.
Are they going to go into like maybe like the like your favorite guitar, like the Chris Martin barbecue series or whatever the Chris Martin printed? Maybe they do like a Bob Taylor printed on GS Minis. Different Bob Taylor in his Hummer
He's in the dunes.
In the dunes.
I like that.
It's printed.
Idea.
Bob Taylor
Limited.
His beach house.
Limited edition. 7,000 made.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see where they go with that.
It's an idea.
When we're always trying to dig up news.
Yeah.
No, like you say, there's not always something. We went to print media earlier. There's one other thing though I want to talk about because a new piece of news is Joe Bonamassa has got a new Fuchs amp.
How about that?
Got me thinking about Bonamassa.
Well, I mean, let's just examine this before we dive into him. Let's examine what's going on here.
Yeah.
Because like Joe Bonamassa is one of probably the world's has the largest amount of Dumbles in a
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
In
like,
vintage Fenders, vintage Gibsons.
Yeah, but let's just stick to this Dumble specifically, right? So he's got like more Dumbles probably than anyone else that I know of.
Yep.
And I think he played a Fuchs at like a gig or something, or showed up and played a Fuchs. And I don't know how the signature amp came around, but Fuchs, for those that don't know, Fuchs, started out as a Dumble clone company. So I wonder, I don't know. It's kind of like,
because this is an ODS style amp.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't know. I had a Fuchs once upon a time. And
I did not know that.
I did. I had an ODS 50.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Not for me. Turns out, not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't for me. Not this at all the thing I was looking for. But they do make, Dumble style amps. So anyway, this is a Dumble style amp from the guy that has a lot of Dumbles. And anyway,
so you feel there's a genuine connection there. There's a good reason for him to be doing this.
I mean, I guess the thing is just like, no, I don't know what the reason is. You know what I mean? He's not. Why would he be playing that if he's playing Dumbles every night? So what's the deal?
You think artists should stick to endorsing stuff they play? How do you feel about that?
I mean, everyone's got to make a living, right? So
Sure.
Is that just like does anyone buy Joe Bonamassa records? Like, on the honest question.
You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wouldn't know either.
I think the people are out there.
Yeah.
I hear people talk about him.
Right. So,
do they buy his records?
Listen to his music, or
they listen for free on YouTube? I don't know.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is that like is he need other income streams? He probably does.
You think so?
Everyone in the music business, like especially.
You think Joe Bonamassa needs a second income stream? I mean,
from his record sales, I bet you he does. Because let's if we honestly look at this, even if you just let's put him in the same playing field as all the other just strictly guitar guys, right? So
like the Pete Thorns of the world?
No, like the Eric Johnson
or
Joe Satriani or
the legends. We're putting him on the legendary level.
Let's just for argument's sake,
Okay,
let's
sure.
do that, right?
Sure.
How many records do those people sell? You know, historically, it's kind of just like,
Oh, I see what
who
you're
listens
saying.
to that music?
Steve
Like,
Vai.
yeah, like not a lot of people, you know, guitar players.
Sure.
Your wife isn't listening to Steve Vai while putting dinner together.
No,
like,
she certainly.
like,
Maybe I should
guarantee-
suggest that. Hey, honey, I want to put on a track here. She'd be like, "What is
Can you
this?"
can you get through 45 minutes?
Right, right. Yeah, I'm sure.
Have you heard Passion and Warfare lately?
Right. So, you know, in the past, Joe has endorsed lots of Epiphones. He's been an Epi man
Yeah,
through
yeah.
and through.
I
Been
mean,
getting the Epi deals.
what's that about?
I don't know.
See, this is like that. That's why it leads me to think income stream.
Yeah, you're probably right. You think the shows, he's making money on his shows.
Sure.
Right? You get shows.
Sure, you get tickets. You sell tickets.
Yeah, you're selling tickets. And
People are showing up.
but he's been an Epi man. He's had a lot of Epiphone endorsements. Remember he had that Martin recently?
Oh yeah,
That was a high-end guitar.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
get it.
No,
Because this kind of,
we passed on it.
this brings up the question of, you know, brand equity. And I think for guitar players or anyone with a signature piece of gear, they have a certain amount of brand equity. I can think of a few people without mentioning their names who maybe endorse too much stuff. And, you know, from one week to the
Stevens.
let's leave the poor guy out of it. He was one of the guys I
Sure,
was thinking
sure.
of. But it's like, how much brand equity do you have? And are people buying? Is there a certain
Right.
point where it's like, you know, you're just endorsing everything?
Yeah,
Every week it's a new thing. And I understand what you're saying. Like, hey, you got to get paid. But, you know, you endorse too much stuff. I think it really hurts your brand equity.
well, yeah. What's the idea of like? He's not playing an Epiphone in concert. This guy travels with like real 59 bursts. Like,
Right.
he's not playing an Epiphone guitar when you go
Sure.
see him. So what is that like? It's like, what is that endorsement about? It's an income stream. That's
Right.
it. It's got to be because he's
Right.
not playing that. He's not playing it.
So
Ever. He's not playing it backstage. He's not touching that guitar.
that's true. Oh, yeah, he's got too much good, you know, high end.
Could you imagine?
No.
Oh, I got a 59 here with me, but I'm going to go play my Epiphone.
Well, but here's the thing, though. You got a nice 59 at home, right? You get the custom shop, you get the Murphy Lab, but here's the thing. I don't bring it out to the gigs. I bring my Epiphone to the gigs. We hear that a lot,
Sure.
right? I mean, not to go
that's-
off on a tangent, but
No.
it's like you have a nice guitar, you have a nice piece of gear, maybe not your original 59, but maybe even a, you know, custom shop reissue. Bring it with you. Play
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You recorded with it? Play it. Play it live.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing.
I
That's
mean-
what makes you happy.
You should like I go play out with in a crappy part of town every month
Right.
with a absolute ton of high end gear
Uh-oh.
with me, right?
Watch it. Now people are listening.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, anyone who's ever seen me play knows what I have. It's
Right.
like but whatever. Like I've always thought that, and I've played in like every kind of small room around North America that you can imagine.
Right.
And I've never played in a place where it's like, gee, I can't play my my custom shop Strat here or something. Like,
Yeah.
give me a break.
Yeah, people tend to be really paranoid about that, eh? Bringing high-end gear out.
It's
but
weird.
It's like, bring it with you.
I played
Oh, wow.
one place with a cage in front of the stage,
Those are the best venues.
and even there,
Right. What was
was-
inside the cage?
the stage.
Oh, the stage was in the cage.
Yeah, it had like a fence in front of the
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it's like, you know, two bears or something fighting, or it was like a cockfight or something.
No, there was some interesting place. There was a place in BC I remember touring where we got there and there was a pole in the middle of the stage.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "What's going on?" It's like stripper opens the show. It's like, okay,
Huh. Well, hey, you got to do what you got to do to get people in the door,
yeah,
right?
get it.
Right? If it's all you can eat steak or whatever it is, you know, you got to get people in the door.
Get them in,
sometimes.
get them in. Then once they're there, see the improvisational psychedelic rock for sure.
Yeah, there's some crossover there, right? Thanks for joining us today. We covered a lot of ground. Sorry for all the ranting. We hope this somehow stitches together. But if you like this podcast, please like and subscribe to hear more from us.